Good afternoon. Phil Lindemann with your news from Avalanche Physical Therapy on Krystal 93. It took the Summit real estate market 12 months to crack $2 billion last year for the first time ever, and this year, it took only 7 months. Summit Association of Realtors reports a grand total of $2.09 billion in property sales January through July, $2.3 billion when you add Leadville, Grand, and Park counties. The runaway real estate market is led by hotspots like Silverthorne and Wilderness, selling nearly $435 million already this year, second only to Breck. Local real estate agent Corey Wolf.
Low inventory is what's really driving, obviously, the prices. But in new construction, I think it's costs that are driving prices.
We recently met with Wolf at the top of Three Peaks, where she and developer Lou Glisson are building a $3.8 million spec home.
So as the prices of sales have gone up and asking prices have gone up, so have the costs of construction. Plywood, for example, is probably up 600-700%. Steel, drywall, insulation, just go down the whole list of construction materials necessary, and they're all going up.
The market has shifted in just 5 years, they say, from cabin-style log homes to mountain modern homes with big views, big rooms, and big demand.
We're seeing properties sell at $550 and $600, and within 2 years reselling it between $850 and $950. So the market certainly shot up in Silverthorne, and people actually are inquiring about real estate in Silverthorne now, which hasn't happened ever.
Silverthorne is hot, but Breck is still king, selling over $1 billion in property this year, nearly one half of all sales. There has been a rash of canceled concerts recently, some directly tied to COVID, others not officially. The String Cheese incident is canceling shows through end of August for illness in the band, and Shaky Graves canceled a string of dates soon after playing Dillon Amphitheater. Last Friday, the Black Pumas canceled a Dillon show last minute for, quote, situations beyond our control. The band never named COVID as the cause. CDOT has a message for travelers. Don't trust everything you see on Google Maps. Director Shoshana Liu.
It doesn't replace common sense in terms of picking a route, particularly when driving through the mountains. I would say that drivers should be very careful about any route that doesn't look like a major highway that routes you over mountain passes.
This comes after CDOT itself was fooling Google and other GPS apps by saying Independence Pass was closed for mudslides, when it wasn't.
Really, I'm interested in why CDOT couldn't limit or close Independence Pass, short of what seems to be, deceiving the app companies.
Lou's response?
I wouldn't have characterized it as lying to the GPS.
Moments ago, we got numbers from Highway 9 proving what locals already knew. Traffic there during the Glenwood closure grew 63%, with more than 13,000 vehicles daily traveling between Silverthorne and Kremling. Summit Fire and EMS will come up short by $5 million in 2023 unless locals pay more in property taxes. Summit Fire is putting a mill levy increase on the November ballot to generate $4.5 million, nearly enough to make up the budget shortfall and double what the district will lose from a tax that expires this year. Voters have come out big for the district before, safely passing a mill levy stabilization measure in 2018. Dillon Town Council reviews a 5-year plan worth $3.9 million at tonight's council meeting. The 5-year capital plan includes park improvements, building upgrades, police funding, and $800,000 for the amphitheater, paid for primarily by sales tax. Estimated revenue next year alone is $2.1 million. In sports, the Rockies face the Padres tonight at 6:40. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency. After 21 years at the helm, Jeff Westcott of Maverick Sports is selling his mountain bike races to the town of Breckenridge.
The town approached me more than I approached them. It kind of came as a surprise to me, and I was pleased, because I think there's some quality people that are involved in the recreation department.
Westy is selling the Firecracker 50, Summit Mountain Challenge Town Series, and Junior Mountain Bike League, holding on to the Breck Crest, Imperial Challenge, and Five Peaks Schemo Series.
This is definitely adding a lot to their portfolio, but as long as they keep it fun and take care of the athlete first, I think that's the key.
But Westy's not going far. He also plans to continue timing at the races through Mav Sports. Today was day 4 of the Breck Epic on the Aqueduct Stage in French Gulch. Mountain bikers rode 42.3 miles, covering 6,500 vertical feet. They've got 3 more stages tomorrow through Friday. Phil Lindemann with your news from Avalanche Physical Therapy on Krystal 93.